Hi, everybody. Welcome to Bulletproof Underwear, episode number 146.
Yeah.
Woohoo.
I am your co-host, Yamjuice.
And I'm your co-host, Flex.
And this evening's guest is a fella who's quite a gamer. He's quite a Halo player, Mr. Reiku. Yeah!
Hey, what's up, guys? What's going on?
Oh, we're good. We're hanging.
Oh, gotta sit up.
All right. So, what have you been doing lately?
Relaxing, schoolwork, college, playing the 3DS. Been playing Dragon Ball and all that fun stuff. Played a little bit of Halo the other day, not much. Other than that, I've been basically playing Diablo and Dark Souls, Scholar of the First Sin.
Wow, so that's quite a number of games. You know, today Mortal Kombat came out.
I've been watching that. Yeah, that looks really...
It's quite graphic.
Oh, Mortal Kombat is supposed to be graphic.
Yeah, it's the whole reason we have the ESRB.
Actually, there was a game, I can't remember, I think it was on the Sega, or one of the systems, reason why we got it. It's called Night. My local game shop has it. It was the whole reason why we have the ESRB now, because of that one game.
I thought it was because of Mortal Kombat.
No, it's because of a game that was on, I think, on the Sega Genesis or something like that. That was a part of it. Googling it. What?
Yeah, Google it.
Yeah, that makes for some good radio.
Made ESRB.
Anywho.
Oh, well, it was Mortal Kombat, but it was another game, supposedly. That did it.
I was right. I was there. I was around. I remember when Mortal Kombat, it was an arcade game. You had to stick your quarter in.
You had to pay quarters to play that game.
That's right. You put your money in, and if you beat your opponent, you ripped his fucking spine right out of him. It was dripping in blood. Of course, this was 16-bit blood, so it wasn't that scary.
Is this the game? Yeah, it was Night Trap. It was a game that you were in a house or something. Yeah, it was Night Trap. That was one of the games that did it too. Mortal Kombat was one of the bigger reasons, but Night Trap was one of the original games for it.
Well, you know,
cool.
There is video games suffer from the same thing that music suffers from. Is like there's a group of morally outraged people concerned that it's going to ruin the youth of our nation. So I remember. Do you remember when they were like, you probably weren't born yet, but when they were talking about putting ratings on music, like explicit lyrics and stuff like that? You remember that, Flex? That was Tipper Gore.
I was around for that, Eminem and everything.
The parents. Oh no, music. Eminem wasn't even around. That was like
a lot of the CDs when I were growing up had that lettering on it.
Yeah. But when they first were talking about that was probably about 1985, I think. Tipper Gore, who was wife of a not very well-known Senator Al Gore, went on this rampage trying to rate,
the PMRC.
Parents Music Resource Library. Yeah, we remember. Anywho, now we have explicit lyrics on our records, and you'd be crazy to get any album that didn't have it.
The swearing and stuff.
Yep.
But you know what? Anytime, like, is Halo rated M for mature, or is it T for teen?
It was rated. I think it was rated M from the beginning, if I remember correct.
Well, I'll tell you what. If you go on Grand Theft Auto, Halo, Call of Duty, any of those games on multiplayer, you get tons and tons of little kids. So obviously, these attempts at saving the moral youth is not exactly working.
That's why that one picture you see, it has like a kid and like an adult or a teenager. It says demographic or comment like that, and it shows Pokemon and Call of Duty, and it shows the kid playing Call of Duty, but the older person playing Pokemon.
There you go. There you go.
Yeah.
I just clicked on something with some facts about gamers, and did you know the average gamer in America is 35 years old?
Wow.
I kid you not. In fact, I just tweeted it. If you check my tweets, you'll find that tweet. And almost, well, it's like it depends on who you listen to, but some people say females, make up 50% of gamers.
That's probably true, and they don't all have mics, so it's like you don't know if you're playing against a male or female. That's why it's like one of those weird things when you hear a girl playing a game. It's like, oh, hi. My one friend plays games, and the one time I was playing with, we were playing Halo together, and the guy goes, "That's a female?" And I go, "Uh-huh." And he goes, "She kicked my ass." I'm like, yeah.
Well, on Call of Duty, me and Flex play with somebody who is without question, the best player on my friends list as far as KD, the beastest, and that is Mandy Button. We've had her on the show before, and she's nice. She's fun gal, but she murders people. She straight up murders them.
She brings a new term to the term pub stomp.
Yeah, whenever she's in a lobby.
I think me and Flex played with her the one night I went on. I just threw Advanced Warfare into my console. I saw Flex playing. I just joined his party and played a few games with him, and I think it was her and somebody else.
Yeah, it was her and Tyler.
I was peeing my pants because it was hilarious.
Yeah, she's got a little crew that she runs with, and me and Flex are part of that little crew. And she just murders people. She had a 67-2 gameplay the other day.
Yeah,
I know. Anyway, so
I was in that game, man. She slaughtered them.
Yeah. Now there are some amazing good female gamers playing some shooters, but I don't think when they say that like 50% of gamers are females, I really don't think they're playing shooters or they're even playing console games. I think they take into account Facebook games, Android, iPhone, like Candy Crush, stuff like that.
Right. Yeah, I think you're right.
So, I mean, when they say 50% of gamers are women, it's like there's a lot of them playing, but they're not playing the same games that a lot of us are playing.
Yeah, a lot of the girls play, like, I noticed a lot of girls were playing, like, MOBA style games or even racing games. I noticed, like iRacing. I've been watching a couple Sims. Yeah, I know there was a girl I watch on Twitch who plays iRacing, and she's really good at it. Like, there's a lot of, and I watch a guy named, he's part of Grid.TV, and he gets into a lot of races, and they don't sound like girls because of the mics they use, I guess. I don't know, but there's like a lot of girls in races on iRacing now too, because it's becoming such a big event.
Well, I know there's a lot of streamers that are girls. I mean, if you go on League of Legends or Dota or something, you'll see quite a few girls that are streaming. But it always shows the people with the most viewers. And I don't know if that's because there's a lot of girls playing or like a lot of people are watching those girls. Just for some reason, dudes love to watch girls stream, even if they're not wearing low-cut shit.
I don't know. All I know is a lot of those streamers on Twitch, they just do it for the money, and then you got like Casey Tron, who's a complete another psychopath, who's just sits there and does fake drama, and that's how she got so popular and everything. There are some streamers on Twitch that are girls that are actually decent, and they deserve more viewers, like the Noosh, who I watch. She does the Mass Effect series. She draws. And she started only at like 50 viewers, and now almost every other night she's up to around 300 to 400 viewers just alone. Yeah, well, a lot of girls who are girlfriends of esports competitors, like competitive players. On that.
Okay, they there's even a term for them. They're called e-girls.
Yeah.
And they're like kind of groupies. They're kind of, they'll date one pro esport, participant, and then they'll date another esport guy, and it's like for the exposure. And they get Twitter followers. And
and then when that player gets dropped or something, they break up with them and then go after somebody else.
Yeah, then they'll go after somebody else. But they'll stream. They'll play like Minecraft, and they'll have like, big followings, and they'll have YouTube channels. Have you guys been following the drama that's been going on with this Minecraft dude who's like
I don't even Basher. I don't.
Basher?
That's just so stupid thing that's going on between him and Keemstar. It happened 11 years ago, and Keem's just dragging it up to torture the guy.
Well, the fact is, Minecraft is a game that lots and lots of children watch YouTube videos.
I gotcha.
So a lot of his audience is kids. And have you ever... I checked him out after all this talk about it. I never heard of him before, so I went and looked at his YouTube channel, and I clicked some of his videos, and it's like, yes,
but Keemstar is one of those guys that, I don't know if you follow him or not, but he'll start drama over anything. So it's like somebody sends me, somebody did this, and it turns into a full-on like war. And he keeps on going for months and months and months until the person basically gives up and like deactivates everything and disappears.
Well, I don't know. I think Keemstar is a megalomaniac. He's a attention whore for sure. Yep. But he actually is not starting these dramas a lot of times. He's actually reporting stuff. Like this whole Basher thing is like new details are coming out, and people are finding out that he was, there's a sex offender.
There was so much wrong with what was going on there. Like, I don't know the full details. All I know is it was 11 years ago, and somebody tweeted it to Keem, and then Keem just like dug into it, and it just spiraled out of control.
Right. Okay. So I could see.
It's like the Woody gaming thing. Him and Keem went back and forth for almost 3 months straight over something really stupid that happened in a stream when the guy was drunk.
Right.
So it went from being a drama, from being reported to being he was trying to ruin the guy's life.
Well, Keemstar, Flex, do you follow Keem?
No, I don't. I'm gonna have to though.
Oh fuck! It's the juiciest stuff around.
He does post some decent stuff, but he used to be only about Call of Duty, and he just has branched out to everywhere else.
No. He started off. He was a Halo dude.
Yeah, I know he was starting to play Halo. He was
a hardcore Halo dude, and
but I remember when I started following him, he was only doing Call of Duty drama, but now he does any kind of drama.
Yeah, he's doing all kinds of drama.
The one made me laugh was during the winter when there was so much snow. He has a Hummer. And he took a video. He just driving around his area, and it was just all you see was snow. It was snow up to about.
Well, he lives in Buffalo.
It's an H2 Hummer. It was literally up to I'm gonna say to the door, a little above the window on his truck.
Yeah,
holy shit!
He lives in Buffalo, so if there's any snow, it's gonna fall in Buffalo.
He's like what? I'm gonna say he's almost 6 foot. And there's a video.
No. I don't think he's 6 foot tall. I don't think he's a tall guy. I think he's more like 5'8".
Okay, well, he's like almost 6 foot, and there's the video of him in his driveway, and the snow is basically up past the shoulder blade. That's how high the snow was up in Buffalo, New York.
Yeah,
I believe it. They get a lot of snow up there in Buffalo.
Yeah, I don't think I could. I don't think I could handle it. I mean,
I couldn't hack living there, man.
So, what's going on out there in California? I heard you guys only have like a year worth of water left or something.
Oh yeah, we're in super double secret probation on water, man. Flex got that. So yeah, I mean we are in a super mega drought. It's called actually the newspapers called it a mega drought. This is like the driest conditions in the history of California. So we don't have enough water to get through a whole year. So we're on
I heard
heavy
they're
duty.
trying to do something with the Pacific Ocean, which I don't know how that's going to work.
Well, we do have the ocean right there, but it's salty. You can't drink that.
They're going to desanitize it or saltize it or something.
Desalinization is what that's called.
Look, everybody's like, oh, they could just do it. It's really simple. Who just sent me a message?
Yeah, so they'll...
It just costs a lot of money, don't it?
It costs a lot of money.
$1 million or something like that.
Yeah, so water will be more expensive than Bordeaux.
Well, but everybody's been saying, like, I was reading, like, there were people digging into the ground and they were finding water areas, like out on the farmland, bringing up water from the ground.
Well,
I don't know how.
It's like, okay, California is where America gets its vegetables, right? I mean, everybody knows that. We produce vegetables, like, for the world. I mean, a lot of vegetables. Most of that water comes from wells. Most of that water is, like, they've been tapping those wells for decades and decades and decades, and a lot of those guys have run out of water, and they're, like, siphoning off water from cities. And I don't know if you know this, but almond trees are like a huge industry in California, and they use a ton of water. So you may have to start getting your Hershey bars plain instead of with almonds.
What about the weed, man?
So, I don't know, I was telling Ian before, but 343, as a couple of the guys over there have finally said enough is enough, and they're starting to block some people. I don't know if, Yim, you want to talk about that?
No, I actually don't know about that. So 343 is like blocking people on Twitter? Is that what you're saying?
What's going on was Che, who's one of the lead multiplayer guys for the esports. I'll link his Twitter really quick. But Team Beyond, I've been going after them for a couple weeks now. Up with going on with the Ricochet debacle and some other stuff. And he's the franchise media director at 343 Industries.
Okay.
His name is Che Cho. He's at his chess space. CHESPACE.
Okay.
And him and a couple other guys from 343 have unfollowed and blocked him, and it was just the saltiness from Team Beyond was just put a smile to my face, and I'm gonna, and a lot of other people. I retweeted one of the tweets.
Okay, so Team Beyond, like its own Twitter, or individuals within Team Beyond?
Individual, and I think the Team Beyond Twitter as well.
Okay, so Team Beyond,
wow.
I don't check their boards and stuff. I've looked at it before, and I know that you're active there.
I'm not really active there. I'm just basically banned from there, but I'm able to get onto their website still, in a sense of the word. So I'm able to read the forums.
Okay,
and
so
they're probably gonna be able to read. They're gonna probably see this video and they're gonna be like, "Oh, see, we'll share."
So why are you banned from Team Beyond's forums?
We had a fallout. I've been banned 7 times off their site. Me and their admins don't see eye to eye. A couple other guys don't like me because of my opinions on the Halo community, where Halo should go. So
well, they're pretty hardcore in their beliefs. I know that. I mean, they're pretty much like, they're old school. I mean, they're not in love with Sprint. Let's just put it that way. So what is the nature of your disagreements with them that's caused them to ban you?
They don't like the idea of I love the story of Halo, and my friends I've always agreed on that Spartans should be able to, like, if you ever read into the Spartan program and everything from the lore, mm-hmm. Spartans aren't really supposed to sprint. It's really not safe, but they do it anyways in a way. So it's like they don't want you to be, because they think you don't want to have the immersion of being an actual Spartan in a way. They want you to be just a regular soldier.
Okay, so your contention is that Spartans should
be able to do what a super soldier is supposed to be able to do: sprint, kick ass, take names, and beat the living hell out of each other.
Okay, and as far as I can see, that's what you Spartans do in the Halo games. They kick ass. They don't sprint in every game, but they sprint in some games.
Yeah, only Reach and Halo 4 have been the two games with sprint.
And five is definitely going to be in there.
But everybody, they think the game is supposed to be like Halo. If you remember Halo 3, it's supposed to be like Halo 3 and Halo 2.
Right. Well, that doesn't seem like something that's worth. I mean,
why not move forward, man?
Arguing that to the point of like getting heated, I just don't get it. It's like, okay, if they had sprint and I didn't want sprint, I would deal with it. If they didn't have sprint and I wanted sprint, I would deal with it. I wouldn't go ballistic either way.
It's just what happens is I'm going to call it the wet. They're the most vocal, but they're the most smallest part of the Halo ecosystem. But they have so much power and so much weight to what happens in the game, it basically kills what's left of the community.
Well, do they really have all that much power? It looks like Halo 5 is going against all their wishes. So
not anymore. There's been a lot of changes to Halo 5 since the beta.
Like what?
They added toggles to it. They're adding some other stuff to it. I heard there's.
Well, those are things that so you can go into a private match.
But for competitive play, they're going to have it so it's more oriented for them, more of a classic Halo feel instead of the new.
Well, we don't know that yet. We don't know exactly what's going to be in it because it's still got a ways out.
October 26th.
Right. It's on my calendar. I entered it on my little Android calendar.
I'm looking forward, dude. I don't know if you guys have been keeping up with the Hunt of Truth stuff, man. This whole entire thing with Hunt of Truth has made it's basically awoken a sleeping giant within the Halo community with the lore. The fan base is finally starting to eating it up like there's no tomorrow. Right.
Well, I'm sure like Halo follower and some of those guys are
Halo Revo and the good guys over there. And even though I give I give Chris a lot of crap. A couple other guys, Revo, you have on Frozen Sword and all that. They're really good guys. They know what's going on.
Well, I'm sure that channel is growing like crazy and ready.
It is. They just literally opened up another. They called Valve Follower now. They opened up another channel.
I don't see that being big. Wow. I'm sorry. I just don't see that being big.
Oh, it can get big. People who are fans of Half-Life and all that, if there's any kind of content, they'll flock to it. So if it's like CSGO stuff, you're going to have the CSGO crowd go to it.
Now, I'm not sure. Did they ever make a Destiny follower?
I don't know. I think that's more consoles territory.
Yeah. Well, there's always room for one more information channel on your favorite video game.
Halo Canon. Like, Toa Freak, I don't know if you know who he is. But the guy who does Halo Canon is basically the more console of YouTube.
More console of like Halo YouTube? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, he does like all the lore and stuff and anything that like any Halo news that pops up.
Well, I thought that was Halo Follower and Ready Up Live probably were those guys.
They're them, but Toa Freaks he follows like escalations. He does like follow-ups on like what's going on with Hunt of Truth and like Halo Escalations comic and everything. It's really a neat thing.
Yeah. All right, so I don't know too much about Halo Hunt the Truth except the video that came out with the Chiefs version and
the trailers version. The two live action trailers from
the two live action.
Oh, I linked you the thing that you
I know I didn't get a chance to look at it or listen to it. I didn't get a chance. That was just last night.
Yep. You should go watch that, man, and listen to it. It's like basically which one's the lie, which one's the truth. It's very interesting what they're going to be doing with it, especially with how they're doing if you've read the Halo books, there's so much they're like updating you on stuff, like new people to the series. But for fans like us, they threw us a lot of curveballs in the first like 2 episodes that's been done. It was like, wait, that's not true. We know what happened, but maybe that's not right.
All right, those 2 scenes where in one scene Locke is shot and the other scene, the Master Chief is shot. It's like, personally, I couldn't care less about Locke. Is that Nightfall show? He's a boring character. I don't like that guy. He's boring. He doesn't do it for me, man. It's like there's no comparison between him and Master Chief.
Well, the thing with Locke is he's basically a soldier. He follows his orders. He does what he's supposed to do. The thing is with Locke, the thing is with Nightfall, that was a very bad misrepresentation of what he's going to be in Halo 5 Guardians.
Well, it's not exactly the greatest.
And Hunter Troop
TV
is not
show.
about him. It's more about Chief. It's more about the Chief's backstory. We don't know what's going to happen with Locke. Locke, from what I know from the Halo 2 anniversary opening cutscene and the ending cutscene, there's more to him that we don't know about. From what we're hoping, we're going to get more with this about him. Because now this whole entire leading up to E3 is just going to be completely lore-based and story-based. The multiplayer is done. We're not going to hear probably anything multiplayer until E3.
Well, yeah,
I'm gonna say E3 and Tokyo Game Show 2015. We'll be hearing a lot more about multiplayer.
Right.
Yeah, I believe that. Because that's usually the way they do it.
Well, the thing is, I was friggin' pissing my pants laughing when Hunter Troop started. Was a lot of multiplayer people were bitching and moaning about. They're like, "Oh, we don't want this. We want more multiplayer." And I'm like, "You guys had almost 5 months straight of pure multiplayer, like information fed to you, and then you had almost a full 2 months of the beta."
Okay.
The multiplayer, they want more multiplayer, which I'm fine with. You can't over-exhaust the multiplayer, and you can't over-exhaust the story.
That's just not the way it's done. These games don't start off talking about the multiplayer. They start off talking about the campaign, and then later towards the summer, then they'll start talking about...
And 343 did it differently this time. They started with the multiplayer, which I was perfectly fine with.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the beta was just to keep... I guess it was just to keep Halo kind of relevant, you know. I thought they should have had that beta open to everybody, not just people who own.
It was
Master
open
Chief.
the last 2 weeks. The last 2 weeks of the beta was open to everybody. But because what the issue was, there was the server issues. They only had certain servers. I think there was only a certain amount of servers they had for the beta. There wasn't a lot of servers. They only had, I think it was like one big server. Other than that, they were running. From what I read and what I was kind of talked to about with some other people was they were running the beta on backups to the Master Chief Collection servers at the time. And then they opened it up. They don't want to stress test all the servers at once, I guess.
Yeah. Did you play a lot of the beta?
I played the first 2 weeks of it. And then the third week I kind of stopped playing. And then the last week I kind of jumped on maybe once or twice. But I played it for the first 2 weeks. I had so much fun with Assault Rifle starts. It felt like I was playing Halo again. And then when it changed to the BR, I kind of thought I was playing Halo 3. And I'm like... You
like the BR? I mean, you like the Assault Rifle?
I love the Assault Rifle. I think the Assault Rifle is probably, in my opinion, one of the best guns ever to be used in a FPS for a game like Halo, which
when
is
you say
dominated.
Best, what's your criteria for best? Like...
It takes a lot more. It takes a lot of skill with the assault rifle. If you miss, let's say, 3 or 4 shots with it at full auto, you're gonna die to anything else. Except with the BR, you can miss maybe 2 or 3 shots and bounce around a little bit and maybe get back into a fight. With an assault rifle battle, you hit maybe 3/4 of your shot and get a beatdown, or you miss your beatdown and the other guy gets you. It's a CQC battle, and it takes a lot of skill to do CQC.
Yeah, well, I don't know. I think the assault rifle is more just spray and pray, and sometimes people get lucky, you know.
Well, the whole point, like what I loved from the beginning of day one of the beta, when it was assault rifle pistol, I didn't see a lot of people picking up. I was picking up the SMG. I was using the SMG and the assault rifle as my 2 guns, and it was basically like, oh my god, I feel like I'm actually playing Halo again. I was actually getting really good games, really close games, and then when they changed it over to the BR starts, I was getting games that I was on or I was against losing maybe 50 to 25 50 to 15, maybe 50 to even 30. I was getting games that weren't even close, and unlike the assault rifle games where it was literally a dead heat. I was getting games that were 50-47, 50-45. It was like close games.
Well, I'll just play whatever they give us. I'll play. If it's assault rifle starts, I'll deal with it. If it's BRs, I'll deal with that.
I'll deal with it too. I'm fine with it. Doesn't bother me anything we play.
Well, I'll tell you what, the assault rifle and the SMG are way better than they ever were before, as far as like
from
lethality.
From what I was reading, what was posted from 343, that there is going to be some nerfing, a slight nerf to some of the guns. The SMG, I heard might, or I actually read might be really nerfed because it was one of those guns that just wrecked you. That was the whole point of a submachine gun. It's supposed to tear you apart at close range.
Yeah.
It's supposed to rip your shield and basically become a death gun. It's not supposed to only just strip your shield and make you run out of ammo and then make you melee. You can actually get almost two kills with one clip of an SMG.
Yeah.
If you're really decent.
Well, you can debate about the various weapons, but I actually am hoping that they make some Covenant weapons that are usable, that are good. I think it'd be cool.
To.
I want to use those.
I think some people over on the Halo Archive would agree with you on that one as well.
Yeah. I want to be able to use the Covenant weapons and actually not get creamed.
Oh, I'm actually part of the recruiting now for the Halo Archive. So I've been going around. I don't know if you guys want me to say it or not, but I've been going around to like our Halo and the Reddit subforums for Halo and actually promoting the website. Because we just literally reopened the website again. It's all brand new IP and everything.
All right. Well, if you want to plug something right here, you can send
go
a
ahead,
message.
man.
Go for it.
Plug away.
All right, guys. I don't know if anybody in here likes lore or anything, but head over to www.haloarchive.com for all your lore needs, all your craziness. We're partnered with Rangtime the Reclaimer over at Ultimate Halo. We also have a partnership a little bit with Toa Freak over at Halo Canon, and our one member, another Locust, has his own stats page app as well for your phone. So come on over to Halo Archive. We are over 570 members now. We're growing slightly every day. There's always somebody on the talk to. Yeah, that's really it.
All right,
it's good, man. Doesn't matter.
Yeah, as we get closer and closer to more information coming out, I'm sure you guys will grow nice and quick.
Oh, when Hunt the Truth started, we had over 150 members online. The first night of Hunt the Truth.
There you go.
Over 150 members were we gained, I'm going to say, over 100 members within the first 2 days or 3 days of Hunt the Truth. It was huge.
Excellent.
All right.
And we also have somebody who's a special guest over there. I'm not gonna say who it is, but you guys will figure it out when you talk to him.
All right. So you're a lore guy then?
I consider myself a lore guy. I also consider myself a multiplayer guy. I'm on both boats.
Okay. Well, the reason I mention this is we keep talking about having a Crazed Spartan versus Frozen Sword rematch in a Halo lore off. Bulletproof Underwear has hosted a few game shows before. If you look back in the archives, we put on a couple of these. We call them Smarty Pants.
Oh God!
And, do you think you could hang with the likes of Crazed Spartan and Frozen Sword?
I don't think so, man. I honestly really don't think so. I kind of would just sit there and just be the guy who'd probably read off the question for him.
Well, maybe
I wouldn't be able to answer fast enough.
Well, maybe you could help us make some questions.
Oh, I got a good one. I wonder if maybe they'll know. Hopefully, they'll keep it up on escalation because in a little bit.
All right. Well, don't pop your wad here. We'll get that from you here.
Yeah, I'll make sure you guys link the in the description below when this gets uploaded, so people can come and hang out.
Yeah. Well, don't worry. Whenever we do the game show, they both have said that they would be willing to do a rematch on our show.
I would love to see it, honestly.
Yeah. I mean, is there any tape of the first lore off that they had? Is it on YouTube anywhere?
I have no idea.
Did they just do it in private? Because it'd be kind of cool for folks to be able to watch it. That's where Smarty Pants comes in.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm around.
Smarty Pants.
That's right.
I'm on Arhello at the moment, trying to see if I see anything.
So yeah. Flex and Yam, your hostess with the mostess. Game show hostess.
Smarty Pants.
Oh, so yeah, I think that might be coming to an end of this episode. It seems 'cause I don't really know anything else to talk about since really smart. I think going forward though, Halo, we're gonna be seeing Halo's gonna pick up. I actually kind of want to talk about the release date for Halo 5. I honestly think it's a really bad timing. Honestly,
You think it's bad?
You're only getting 14 days. I think it's 14 days.
14 days. What do you mean?
I'm going 14 days from November. I'm going for Call of Duty Black Ops 3. I'm going November 10th, 11th for its release date. So you're only getting 14 days. Halo 5 is only going to have 14 days to find its identity within the FPS market.
Well, when would you like it to release?
I want to go. I say release it the week before. The Tuesday before.
You want to go even a week before that?
Yep. I want to at least give it almost almost a half a month for it to be able to get like a rough estimate of what the population is going to be.
Well,
because when Black Ops 3 drops, the population's going to take a giant drop.
Well, it's true. It's true. But, when Star Wars Battlefront comes out, is that still on track for fall of 2015?
I believe so.
Okay, so I don't know.
Yeah, I think that's Vapor Date, man.
You think that's going to be pushed back?
The other thing is it's going to be Xbox exclusive on EA Access for the first week of its release before its actual release date on console. So Xbox One, if anybody who has EA Access, is going to be able to play it a week early.
EA Access. Right. Grrr.
Oh, no, Access has been really good. I've been hearing. It's been a real good thing for EA. It's actually helped it's helped their games out. Like NHL, I've seen a boost in players since it's gone free. Dragon Age Inquisition sold hugely disc-wise, but it was used so much on the Access that it really helped EA out on that point. That's why Sony thought it was just a gimmick. In reality, it's been really good for like sports fans who like FIFA, Madden, NHL, people who like Dragon Age.
Well, the reason Sony didn't get on board is because they have their own, kind of Netflix
service called Now.
Yeah, PlayStation Now. So it would have been a conflict for their own business interests. It's a good idea, and I think it would be a good idea for a big company like EA or Activision or one of the larger publishers that has a pretty good sized library to do that. Oh, speaking of Activision, did you hear that Guitar Hero is coming back?
Yeah, I was watching I watched the trailer for it over on IGN. It looks friggin' awesome. I don't like the new guitar though. I don't like the new design for the guitar.
Yeah, I haven't seen the trailer yet. Have you seen it, Flex?
No, I haven't seen it.
Did it just come out today?
I haven't seen the one for Rock Band either, though. So
yeah, I haven't seen the one for Rock Band. I just don't like the new guitar look for Guitar Hero. I mean, it's gonna take me a while to get used to.
What sucks is our guitars from our past generations probably are not going to work, I bet.
No.
Yeah. Did you play that game? Did you have Guitar Hero or Rock Band?
I had Rock Band. I played them both, but I really enjoyed Rock Band more because it was more of a game that I enjoyed with my friends. We had the drum set all set up. We had the guitar, you had the bassist, and you had the guy who would sing.
Yeah. I actually sort of halfway learned how to play the drums from that. If you could play the drums on hard, you could play the drums.
Pretty much.
Pretty much. You're doing the same stuff that a drummer would be doing.
Yep.
It's like when you're twiddling the plastic guitar, you're not actually learning how to play a real guitar, but when you're hitting the drums with the sticks and your foot, that's the same thing that you would be doing if you're actually playing drums. So yeah, that's sort of cool. So Flex is a huge music genre dude. I mean, Rock Band. Oh my God! When I met Flex, whenever he wasn't playing Call of Duty, he was always on Rock Band.
So Flex, were you one of those people that played on Expert all the time?
No, medium.
Yeah, like me.
I was too slow.
Yeah.
But I enjoyed it anyway. I thought it was a lot of fun, and I liked the variety of music, and I guess Rock Band 4, you're going to be able to use your songs from Rock Band 3.
Yeah, that's what I heard too. They're going to be transferring all your songs are going to be able to get transferred over on Rock Band.
But not the soul for Guitar Hero.
Yeah, because the guitar is different, and the string for it is all different. It's not the red, blue, and yellow.
Right.
It's in the orange. It's black and white.
It's a 3-key deal.
Yeah.
I wonder how that's going to work. If that's going to be fun or not.
I don't know. I'm going to try it.
I don't know. Well, the amount of enjoyment you get from Rock Band or Guitar Hero is directly proportional to how much you like to rock out. Rock out with your cock out, and that's Flex, baby.
Oh man, I'm just reading up some stuff on a couple forums I'm on. I'm just getting a smirk on my face right now. I shouldn't be, but I am. Okay,
so obviously thine enemies are suffering and you're happy.
Oh, they were so salty, man. It just shows you. And I told Revo about it, and he literally was like, finally, after how many times, they're finally getting what they deserved. And I was like, yep.
Okay.
But other than that, I agree with what was happening, but in reality, it was so stupid. All you see, if you ever go and just look, you just type in Halo or something on Twitter, the search bar, all you see is so much negativity aimed at Bravo, even at the Halo Twitter feed. It's just like, come on, guys. It's ridiculous nowadays.
Well, I'm pretty salty, about the whole Master Chief situation. It's like, they fucking screwed the pooch on that whole thing.
I get why everybody's mad at Master Chief.
Oh wow, we should be thankful. It barely works now.
I'm bringing this up, and I'm probably gonna get yelled at for it. But I've said it a couple times. I've heard other people say it almost a billion trillion times. You try putting in 20-year-old combination of 20-year-old netcodes between Halo 2 and Halo 3 together, and then you put for the first time ever Halo CE online with Halo 4. That's just like throwing everything into a blender and just going, let's press the button, guys, and see what happens.
All right, so you're saying it's hard. Okay, so it's hard.
You're adding 20-year-old netcode.
Okay, fine. It's hard. So here's what I say. If it's that hard and you can't do it, don't put it out. It was
supposed to be that. It was only supposed to be Halo 2.
Well, fine. Then make it Halo 2. If it's that hard, then maybe you shouldn't be putting it out. Maybe you shouldn't be promoting it. If it's that hard.
I think Microsoft wanted all their Halo games on one console. In all straight reality, they wanted all the Halo games on one console. So,
well, that's fine. Maybe Microsoft backed the wrong horse, man. Maybe 343 doesn't know what they're doing. Maybe
a lot of people at 343 are former Bungie employees. That everybody thinks they're all new employees. In reality, a lot of people who work at 343 are former Bungie employees.
But a lot of them are not. A lot of them are not 343, or a lot of them are not Bungie. So maybe Microsoft made the wrong choice. I don't know.
I don't know either. All I know is Bungie nowadays isn't even Bungie anymore. It's basically Activision is now in control of Bungie. From people leaving Bungie to other people getting fired from Bungie, it's basically Activision now. You can basically, and I'm calling it, in the next 3 years, you're going to be seeing a Bungie's name on a Call of Duty game. In 3 years, we're going to be seeing Bungie on a Call of Duty game.
That's possible. That's possible.
They're going to be working on Destiny 2 and a Call of Duty game.
I hope that's like to replace Infinity Ward is my hope.
See, the problem with Infinity Ward is Infinity Ward got so screwed over in the end that they lost a lot of their major people that made their series great.
Right.
They literally got people from Activision who don't know a screwdriver from a friggin' door.
Yeah. Well, it shows in their games. It's true.
But now I have that
the last two Infinity Ward games were hunks of shit. So I hope that they get canned. I hope that they get shit canned. And if Bungie wants to make the next one for Infinity Ward, then be my guest. Nobody can do a worse job.
The thing is, Bungie won't be Bungie says they don't want to make. They only want to make Destiny.
Fine, let them keep making Destiny. They're doing something right.
Activision holds them in their palm of their hand, but they're supposedly only acquisition to them. They can leave whenever they want, but in reality, Activision holds their souls.
Okay.
So Activision walks up to them right now and says, "You're making the next Call of Duty game. No ands, ifs, or buts. They have to do it, or they're basically going to all get fired, and they're going to get sued."
Well, they're currently making Activision a fuckload of money. Destiny is going strong. I mean, it is going strong.
And this will segue right into the next DLC for Destiny. No raids.
No raids.
No
Can you
raids.
believe that? I don't play Destiny anymore, but it's like, can you believe that?
They're supposedly making a raid for the summer for it, but
why don't you get a raid now? Why? You bought the DLC package. You expected raids.
I was expecting a new raid. Supposedly this new 3-player mode is going to be like a
They're
horde
going to have
mode.
It's like firefight or horde mode or something. Like, woo, that's just as good as a raid.
And I watched a guy named Gathalion and Professor Broman. I don't know if you watch them on Twitch. They're big into Destiny. No. And they're like, "Oh, we're fine with this. It's all right. We're going to have this." And I'm sitting there, how can you guys be okay with that?
Yeah.
I haven't played Destiny in 3 months. I still have 2 characters I got to get to 32. I was grinding them out, and I'm like, I'm done. I'm not going to play this anymore because I'm sitting here. I grinded it took me almost 6 months to get my one character to 32, and I only got my other characters to 28, like a week apart from each other. And I'm like, I'm not sitting here grinding it out anymore.
Yeah.
Until I actually get people who want to play.
No, I quit playing it.
Yeah. Me and Flex both quit. It's like, I played.
Nothing wrong with playing it.
I played all through the entire campaign, all the different strikes and missions, and it's like, okay, now to level up, you just keep playing the strikes and missions.
I'm looking forward, though, to go back to the Reef. The Reef is going to be the coolest thing to go back to, especially now since it's going to have its own, like, I'm going to call it the Tower Hangout in its own separate way. You're going to be able to go there and just like hang out in the Reef. Because if you remember that one time you're in the Reef, the only time you're in the Reef, it's one of the best looking backgrounds I've ever seen in a video game.
It's cool, and you got that awoken hottie queen chick.
I want to kill her brother. I actually want to kill her too. Sorry, no, I don't like them. I just don't like. They give me the EBGBs, and I'm sitting there. As soon as the one cutscene, the brother put the knife to my throat, I would have grabbed my knife out of my boot after he walked away and threw it at the back of his head. Pulled out my pistol, shot her in the head, and walked away. I would have just walked away.
No. You don't. She's too fine. She's a video game hottie.
Okay.
For an awoken, she ain't bad.
I'm sorry, but she's like, "Oh, Guardian, you owe us." I'm sitting there. I don't owe you crap. Pulled up the pistol, shot her in the head, and I would have just walked away from everything and went up. Oh yeah, the awoken, the fallen came and killed her.
Okay. You'll have to make a machinima of that.
Yeah. Good luck trying to make a machinima on friggin' Destiny.
Fan fiction.
There's a couple people who even agree with brother should have died. The brother's a total dick. I don't know if any of you guys played Dragon Ball Xenoverse at all, but that game's friggin' fun as hell if you're into anime.
Sorry, didn't catch it.
Never did get into it.
Well, the thing about Xenoverse is it's the first time ever in a Dragon Ball game that you're able to create your own character. Which, the day that game, they thought the game was not going to sell well. The game sold almost over 1 million copies. Well, I think it actually went over 1 million, and they had server issues because the game got swamped. They had to get more servers for the game.
Well, that's
how
not
many.
that's not surprising.
When the game was, people loved it. You were able to. The game runs smoothly now. When the first couple of days, that first week of launch, it was horrible. You couldn't play online. There was a bug where you couldn't play in the offline mode.
Well, what's new? What game release nowadays doesn't play for shit the first few days?
Well, the thing is, Bandai Namco was thinking the game wasn't going to sell well. Their Naruto games sell pretty good. They didn't think a Dragon Ball game, but everybody always wanted to create their own characters, and it took off. Yeah, there is issues with the game, but the game took off.
It's an iconic IP. I'm not that surprised. It's been around, and there's a lot of people who love it.
Yeah.
And, like you said, you can make your own character, and people dig that. Yeah. All right, so...
like I told Jam, too, I'm one of the lucky people of Flex to actually own a Majora's Mask 3DS.
Yeah. He whooped it out and showed it to me.
Oh, yeah? What's...
Hold on. Oh, where the hell did that go? Do-do-do. Camera's going on for like 2 seconds.
Uh-oh. Here you go, world. You get a chance to peek at Reiku.
That. One of the hardest 3DSs to find.
Wow.
I had to go all the way down to East Hanover to get this thing.
I'm going to guess that was a bit of a trip.
Yeah, it was about an hour trip. Hour and a half trip.
Damn.
Okay.
With traffic and everything. But it was well worth it.
All right. Well, on that note, I think we've got us an episode here. What do you think, Flex?
You betcha.
We got the 2 thumbs up. Okay, so you have to activate long enough to do the thing. You know the thing. We're at the end, right?
Yeah, I have to end it.
Yeah. No. Well, okay. So it's like first of all, I'm going to say, if you're still watching Bulletproof Underwear, episode number 146, thank you. You're loyal and you're dumb. No. Anyway, I've been your co-host, Yam Juice,
and I've been your co-host, Flex.
And I'm
the crazy Reiku.
We'd like to thank our guest, Reiku, for coming out. Yay! So, this is the thing. You know the thing. Follow our lead. Ah! Do it! Ah!